Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo flying insect trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo flying insect trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
More than 3 in 5 prisons are overcrowded, Mail Online analysis shows amid a tense political row over the state of the broken system. Around 87,500 inmates are currently being housed across England and Wales, and prison governors fear they will run out of space within days. Thousands will be automatically freed early under a controversial plan orchestrated by Labour, who have vowed to tackle the crisis. Prisoners, including some criminals convicted of violent offences, will be released after serving just 40% of their sentence, rather than the current 50%. Justice Secretary Shabana Mahmood warned we face a total breakdown of law and order, with van loads of dangerous people circling the country with nowhere to go without the emergency measure. But Tories have accused Sir Keir's government of shameless scaremongering, with hundreds of prison spaces still available nationwide. One Conservative source accused Sir Keir's government of stoking public panic for political gain and having lost their nerve. Stark internal forecasts warn the prison population could soar by another 18,000 in 5 years without action, piling extra pressure on an already fragile system. 73 of the 119 occupied prisons, 61%, in England and Wales are operating at overcrowded levels, according to Mail Online's analysis of Ministry of Justice data for June. Another 23 operate above 95%, including 3 categories as HMP Wakefield, 99%, HMP Whitemoor, 98%, and HMP Manchester, 96%. Some facilities have been stretched beyond their limits for over a decade, including scandal-hit HMP Wandsworth, the scene of an escape by terror suspect Daniel Khalife last year, as well as a prison guard being caught on video having sex with an inmate last month. South West London's Category B prison, one of the biggest in the country, housed more extra criminals than any other facility last month. Government figures show it had more than 1,500 inmates in June, 550 above what it can provide normal accommodation for, running at 157% capacity. Yet HMP Leeds, another Category B, was technically the busiest, running at 172% capacity for Mail Online's analysis, as measured by Her Majesty's Prison Probation Service, HMPPS, itself, reflects the decent standard of accommodation the service aspires to provide all prisoners, known as Certified Normal Accommodation, CNA. An inmate housed in cells not of a certified normal standard will likely be sharing a room designed for one with another prisoner. In some cases, 3 people may share cells designed for 2. Across England and Wales as a whole, the number of prisoners has exceeded CNA capacity for the entirety of the last decade. Last year, 2/3 of the nearly 46,500 criminals who were put behind bars had committed non-violent offenses. More than 1/3 of prisoners convicted last year were sentenced to serve 6 months or less behind bars, which was the most common length of a sentence. Current figures show that around 12% of prisoners in England and Wales are foreign nationals, with the most imprisoned being Albanians, with 1,273 behind bars, followed by Polish with 906. Around 96% of prisoners are male and around 4% are female. The overwhelming majority, 79%, of prisoners are aged 21 to 49. 15% are 50 to 69 and just 2% are 70 or over. Prison populations in England and Wales are at their highest levels since 2011, and have quadrupled since 1900, when around 17,500 people were incarcerated. The prison population is set to soar by more than 20% to 105,800 by March 2028, or a rise of more than 18,000 extra prisoners, according to a Ministry of Justice report released earlier this year. This means to keep crowding in prisons just at current levels, around 28 new prisons worth of cells would need to be built and staffed. Under the starkest projection given to bosses at the Moj and His Majesty's Prison and Probation Service, HMPPS, the total population could hit 115,000. Figures for June show prisons had an uncrowded capacity of nearly 79,700, despite there being more than 87,300 convicts behind bars. Similar figures were seen when the Tories came into power in May 2010 and during Labour's last administration. The Moj also tracks crowding by operational capacity. This reflects the number of inmates prison direct.